Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm gonna talk about is mining on Hashflare and CCG mining profitable anymore. As we can see, the coin market cap, the capitalization has fallen tremendously from, if I'm not wrong, the last seen I've seen it was like 800 billion, and after that it just went down all the way to 300. As you can see the fall here, 800 on the January this year. It fall and fall and fall all the way till 392 billion. So as you can see, as that market cap falls, all the coins will fall eventually. As you can see, we have seen all the charts down here is all going down. And honestly, for except for this DigiDAOs, it's going up tremendously. I do not know why. And after that, everything is just basically a red for the cryptocurrency space. All the way to the top 100 is all red. And of course, for me, I'm not any financial advisor, but for a normal human being, if you, some people will buy at, let's say, this point. As you can see the cursor here, this point, people will buy in here, and after that, from the fall the fall starts from here to here, everybody will keep selling. People will panic, and after that there will be something called panic selling, and after that people will just keep panicking and sell the way here. And after that you can see a huge a little bit bump up a bit is where those smart people, they buy in, and after that the cap just kept dropping, and after that those smart people, some panic and just sell all the way till now. I would say if you want to really get into Bitcoin, into this cryptocurrency space, I would say that you can get into buy Bitcoin right now. Not everything, not all your assets, but just like maybe those money that you are willing to invest into and willing to take a risk for. Let's say you have 10,000 to play with. I would say you buy in here around 2,000, and after that, as you can see, the Bitcoin price now is at 8.3. If it's eventually dropping all the way to 8.2, you can maybe chip in another $1,000. You can first put in a 2,000 first, and after that 1,000 after it drop, and after that when it continues to drop all the way, I would say the great buy would be 7,500. It when eventually Bitcoin just drop all the way to 7,500 is a really good buy. You can maybe just buy more, and after that keep a little keep like maybe 2,000 on your hand, and after that when it continues to drop all the way, you can just buy like maybe all in or whatsoever, and after that just wait for 3 months or 6 months later, Bitcoin eventually will rise up again. As for Ethereum, as we all seen that Ethereum has broke their all-time high at 1.2k, and after that it's dropping right now. So buying into this is also a good deal. As you can see, Ethereum is dropping more, but Bitcoin is consistently slowly dropping. But for Ethereum, it's just, it went up a bit, and after just boom, they fly down all the way. So for Ripple is also dropping. The charts look the same. So let's not talk about the cap anymore, and let's talk about Hashflare. As you can see my progress on Hashflare, the Bitcoin difficulty has rise, and after that on the 25th of January I am earning the highest, and after that eventually the days pass, is dropping and dropping, and after that maybe this is a good sign that it's going up again. Slowly the mining difficulty is getting lower and lower because more and more miners are getting in, and more people are taking this opportunity to get into the cryptocurrency space because the price is cheap. But if you bought some bitcoins from, like, let's say Coinbase, do not use those bitcoin and buy your mine contracts, because as you can see, for 1 terahash is $220, and the price for it is 0.02 bitcoin, and it is not worth, I would say really not worth to buy using this amount to buy a mining contract right now. Because let's say after a month the price of Bitcoin maybe rises up, and your mining contract will worth much more than $220. So for Hashflare and CCG mining, you could use let's say credit card, and using your fiat currency you can somehow buy the mining contract, and after that from there you can just take it as you're using your fiat to get a passive income that will slowly grow you bitcoins, instead of just buying the Bitcoin itself. So let's say 1000 terahash at a price of 220, no power, and after that just calculate it. Alright, let's see. Alright, no, you will earn around 92 cents per day, and after the time to break even is 239 days. And of course this is just a revenue forecast, it's just a momentary one. it everything depend on the difficulty adjustment, and after that how much hash power is being used, and after that like the block per reward or everything matters, like how much you're gonna it's gonna determine how much you're gonna earn per day. But do not use this chart as do not see this chart as a long term. Like when I started off at big in the cryptocurrency space, I use this chart, and after that foresee, I always look at the 1 month period, that how much I'm gonna make eventually, because that time when I got in, Dash was very profitable, and I bought a Dash miner D3 at Gigawatt, and after that it's a hosting platform for you to host your miner there, and you just buy from there. They buy from them, they will help you host it. But until now is a huge delay from October all the way till February. They say they are gonna start deploying the machine at the end of the February, but I have waited like, let's say, I would say 4 months plus to wait for that stupid machine to get deployed, and eventually the machine cost me $2,100, and of course I have to do a loan from my mother in order to get into Gigawatt. But honestly, I would say this is the first step that I ever made to into the cryptocurrency space. It's a very dumb move that I just bought a D3 miner just by calculating the profit, and I didn't expect that the profit will just drop tremendously because of the difficulty. And of course, at the point of that time, I just started out my cryptocurrency space journey, so I did not like really put much thought into it, and I just saw the yearly revenue. It's like within a year I can make like a thousand plus, even more than 1,000. I could make like eventually 3,000 and 5,000 over dollars, but I did not foresee the difficulty. And eventually today mining Dash is totally not profitable as much as let's say Bitcoin. I would say mining Bitcoin, it is always profitable because people are consistently coming into cryptocurrency space, and the only thing they know is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin will eventually keep rising and rising. So this is a tip that for you guys, if you are new into the cryptocurrency space, and if you want to buy a machine or whatsoever, let's say the A3 right now that is released by Bitmain, the new A3, it is Bitmain released it at $2,350 at a starting price, if I'm not wrong. But the next batch they released is just $1,000. And why is that so? Because when the machine just came out, it is very profitable. You can easily earn up to $500 per day. But eventually more and more people get the machine, and they start to mine. The difficulty rate will just skyrocket, and after that the profitability for daily it's gonna drop. Eventually it will keep dropping and dropping, and after that eventually it's gonna be like Dash is not really that profitable to mine, as we in the cryptocurrency space say that machine is just a heater, meaning it's just gonna warm your place up, and after that you wouldn't really earn that much from Dash mining. So I would say I won't recommend you, if you want to buy a machine or whatsoever, do not buy like altcoin machine. I would suggest you buying like maybe N-miner S9. And of course I have heard some news that Bitmain is going to create a new N-miner which is going to produce more hash power. So I would recommend, like, if you want to get into it, just buy Bitcoin and you hold, or if not you can just buy some mining contracts from like CCG or Hashflare to like maybe start cloud mining for your starting. So this is like a safer investment. So let's calculate the profitability for 1 terahash for this lifetime contract at CG. As we can see, for Hashflare you're gonna break even at 239 days. Let's say 240 days. Alright, 240 days, and the mining contract is 1 year. Always remember that at Hashflare is 1 year, but at CCG is lifetime, as they say. As long as mining Bitcoin is profitable, it will keep running. So let's say like after 5 years it's still profitable, it's just gonna mine. So for the break even point at CCG mining, it is 411 days, so it's over a year. And of course it's not really profitable to buy it. Like if you have lots of cash, you will not really, like, this is not a very good investment, as you can't break even within 1 year. As for me, I would say, if you want to invest into something for long term or whatsoever, if you want to have a lifetime contract, you can check it out at Genesis Mining, and after that use my code down below. But sadly now Genesis Mining do not have any more mining contracts. so you have to wait for the future to get your lifetime contract. But for CCG you may get it, but at Genesis Mining is the most cheapest contract ever. Compared to other places, Genesis Mining is the most cheapest and the most reliable, but CCG Mining, it is kind of expensive. This is I'm guessing that this is how they're going to sustain their mining plans or whatsoever, to keep this contract open-ended forever. So it's gonna be more expensive, but on Hashfly it's just a 1 year contract. You can just maybe play around with it. If you have some spare cash lying around and you want to do some money, to grow some money with it, you can just buy 1 terahash and just let it grow day by day. And alright, this is an update for on iStock mining. As you can see, iStock mining has added something called a data room. I'm going to show you what is the data room later. So like as you can see, they have reached 424,000 for their ICO, and it's slowly growing day by day. And after that, the pre-sales will end in 7 days. So if you guys have not heard about what is iStock mining, watch my video up here. Is popping up down here. I'm gonna show it down here. You just click on the link on the top, and after that you will see a full review of it. And let's head over to their data room. So alright, what's the data room? The data room is simply just that they are going to they are trying to be fully transparent. That's why in the Telegram group there's many people asking for proof and contracts, and after that documents of the company. So they have just created a tab down there called a data room, and you can view it. As you can see, they have lots of things like information of the company, like the white paper or whatsoever, the legal license term or everything, but everything is in Russian, so I could not really read it. So at least they dare to prove it to us that they have all these documents. So as you can see, the electrical contract is using by Google Drive. So if you are Russian and you want to read about it, you can just read about it. And of course, I personally think that iStock mining is fully transparent, as every time that in the Telegram group people ask like, how much miner are you gonna get, how much can I see this proof, can I see that proof, eventually they are just going to show you. And after that, yeah, I would say that this ICO is fully transparent, and this company is going to the moon in the future, because this is a private I would say this is a private mining club, as you can't get into it after the ICO pre-sale has ended. The ICO has ended, you can't get a coin unless you are going to head over to an exchange and buy the coin at a higher price. Instead, now one coin is at $1, so you can just buy it right now and get a 50% bonus. I would say that if you buy it right now, you are already at ROI 50%. So because of the 50% bonus, it's gonna help you boost your ROI period faster. So that's all for this video. I hope you like this video, and always remember that Bitcoin pricing is going down. It's the good time to buy into Bitcoin, but not a good time to spend Bitcoin. Always remember that the price is going down. When the price is low, you don't spend your Bitcoin on mining contract or selling it and sending it to other places. Just hold on to the coin. Eventually the coin is going to break even. Not say break even, it's going to rise faster, as like maybe let's say the break even point for Hashfly, it is going to be like let's say 9 months. Alright, from the 9-month period, Bitcoin can just eventually rise up to 16,000 again within 2 months, and after that your investment is a bad choice of investment in when you are going to spend your Bitcoin into mining contract. So I would say just do your research, and after that, this is your money is yours. Do whatever you want with it, and I'm no financial advisor. I'm just giving my journey, and after that my own point of view. Since I'm in the space, and after that, I love helping out people. So feel free to comment down below, like what should I do, like what do you want to know. I will help you eventually. So like if you have any reviews that you want me to do, feel free to ask on the comment section below, and I'll do my best. And of course, it's gonna be a non-biased review. So that's all for this video. Hope you like this video. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. And after that, the description down below has all the link and all the information for you to know. Peace.